In your experience, what are the three mistakes you think early stage founders always make before they acquire their first 1,000 users?
It starts with hiring, right? One of the
Yeah.
mistakes that people make is they want to hire a growth person because they think a growth person is a promotions person, or they want to hire someone to do that branding. But you need to validate your idea first of all. And in validating your ideas, there's going to be a lot of issues. First mistake is you need to hire a customer support person. At the beginning, you and your co-founder, you can do all the marketing work. You can talk about the brand. It's your brand. Hire a customer support person because onboarding, there's going to be so many issues. So the customer support person is a very critical hire that should come in at the beginning. Number two is benchmarking. Benchmarking is great, right? But benchmarking can be very misleading. So you have to experiment, see what works, see how much you make for it, and tweak in line with that. People will tell you things like, "Oh, we were acquiring our customers at $3 per customer, per transaction at $3." It makes sense, but do you know how long they've been existing? Do you know what they've been doing? You're new, nobody knows you. You have to come into the system, experiment. Okay, we were spending $10, but we're able to still make $5 or make back that $10 within 12 weeks. This is where we are currently. This is our model. Let's now continue to tweak gradually to see how we can reduce it. So you go into the market sometimes with that idea that okay, this is my benchmark. Then you hire somebody and you're trying to force the person to hit that benchmark. It doesn't help, right? Experiment, have an idea of how you want to make money. Are you making enough money? And just work with that. So customer support benchmarking. And I think that the the third thing is a number of times founders go very broad at the beginning. I'm all for experiments, but your experiments have to be very horizontal, right? So in a sense that your experiments have to be very vertical. Sorry. When we came out as Timon, right, there were many things that we could do. We could do USD accounts. We could do. Maybe let me cut my thoughts, please. We could do cross-border transfers. We could do remittance. But we started off with cards and focus those cards on travelers. Today we have cross-border transfers. We have eSIMs. We have USD accounts. But it's all centered around the same message. So we keep experimenting with each vertical, but we didn't just start experimenting with everything at once. Experimented with one, and we saw some very good success with cards. Now we're doing local transfers where you can be a Nigerian transfer as much as anywhere, whenever you travel, and now we're doing eSIMs. We started to experiment with each one of them. So founders come out sometimes and they go broad. Be vertical, win there. If it fails, close it, do another thing. Close it down. Like just be fast with your experimenting, but do not try to experiment with multiple things at once. And this same thing happens to even marketers. For example, someone is doing an A/B test. You want to test, and it's very basic. You want to test subject line. At the same time, you're testing the CTA. It doesn't work that way. If you're testing the headline of a copy, test only the headline of the copy. Once you found the headline that works, test the CTA. Once you now found the CTA that works, you then but you're testing multiple things at the same time. It doesn't help, right? So you always have to like do one thing at a time, like hyper focus at the beginning. So once again, when you're hiring at the beginning, branding, marketing, great, yeah, but customer support is very important, right? Then benchmarking, don't fall victim of benchmarking and ensure you have vertical focus at the beginning.